Hello, Evolution family. Welcome to the training with me, Reggie. I'm your host. I forgot the name of my title. We're live.
Sales and marketing.
Thank you, sales and marketing.
It's early in the morning.
It is early. Actually, my power went out in my house last night, which is fine because I have a generator and it kicked back on. But I couldn't sleep right away, and now I'm losing my. I'm like an hour behind here. I couldn't remember the name of my own program right here. Good Lord. Welcome to the Sales Lab with Reggie. I'm your host. Take two. Cut. Anyways, I'm here with my good friend Thomas Chain of Norwegian Cruise Line. Thank you, Thomas, for joining us.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Love you to be
He
here.
came in to talk, so we're not doing this Zoom. We're live. As you can tell on the first take, we're definitely live. I can't remember everything. Today we're going to talk about maximizing our sales, tools and tips for travel agents, how NCL will support and keep you successful in your business. Marketing doesn't have to be a tricky. Today, Thomas from Norwegian Cruise Lines will be sharing valuable marketing insight and effective sales techniques for you, the travel agent. Next slide. Thank you. Okay, Thomas, you're here. You're live. It's hot outside, and I'm sure you got plenty to say.
Yes, Reggie. So the first thing I want to talk about is NCL Connect. And this is actually a tool you can find in our main agent portal. This will allow you to white label ncl.com to be your own website. So imagine it will be, instead of ncl.com, it's ncl.com/Reggie.
Yeah.
And
Which it should be.
Yeah, which it should be. And when your clients are on there, they will see the live pricing, they will see the live the itinerary, and then they can walk through the whole step. And at the end of the step, instead of booking directly with NCL, they'll actually send you an email with all the information, such as, my name's Thomas. I want to, I am looking at the Norwegian Viva in Eastern Med, and that'll get sent right to you. So it's a white label website just for you. And this is a great tool for you to kind of learn about, because a lot of the travel industry suppliers are actually utilizing this same website. So our sister brand, Oceania, Regent, Seven Seas, I know a lot of different land operators. I think some other cruise lines are also using it. So, definitely it takes less than 5 minutes to set up, completely free. So, it's complimentary to you. And why not, when you're, sending out emails or on your own website, include all these personalized links to your suppliers, so your clients can actually get, you get your own clients as lead.
Awesome. And can you walk us through how NCL Connects help travel agents be allowing them to white label the NCL.com?
See, I should really, be more prepared, because I kind of talked through it a little bit already, right? But
you can remind them.
Yeah. So this is one of those things where it's hard to explain. You have to be on it. So just go onto the agent portal that Norwegian has, and there is something called NCL Connect. Just click into it, and step by step will tell you, all right, put your name, put your company logo, put your headshot, and everything's so it's as if you're on ncl.com. And again, your clients would see all the live pricing information.
And the last part of this segment, what are the key benefits for clients using this platform?
So, this is one of those things where we want, because, clients always want to search up that pricing regardless of what you're going to provide them, right? So, even if you quote them a price, probably the majority of them are going to go on the other end and type in and try to search.
Yep.
And a lot of times we find that clients will actually just book directly with the supplier at that point, right? It's done. There's a lot of market research about that.
Right.
So we don't want that to happen. We want to keep the business with you. And that's why we have this tool for you to use where, the clients can still check the pricing, but it goes back to you in a closed loop circle, and they don't book directly with NCL.
Perfect. That's great. And we have some marketing resource tools to remind you. Please visit the NCLTA portal. Use their client's YouTube channel. Use their YouTube channel at Norwegian Cruise Line, and then obviously use NCL Connect. That is so important right now. And scan this QR code to go to NCL official YouTube page right now. So we'll give everyone a second to scan this QR code. Matter of fact, maybe I should do that too.
Hey guys, the YouTube video, the YouTube channel has a lot of great stuff. And
Oh.
of course, when you can post them, you don't have to worry about copyrights. It's definitely a great tool to use and to post on your social media.
Well, I just did it and it works.
There you go.
Awesome. All right, next one. Here we go. This one, engaging your audience, interactive marketing for more bookings. Key marketing ideas. Number one, a seasonal theme campaign and deals. Can you elaborate more on that? Like, what do you recommend for marketing ideas?
So, for example, right now, everyone's, it's the summer, people want to go to the beach. And, we generally would post pictures that's corresponding to the beach, right? Because people want to go to the beach. Now they're looking. So in the video, you're looking at Cabo, the Lovers Rock. Is that what it's called? It's in Cabo. And so we want to send corresponding images to clients, and our deals will reflect that. So right now, most of your guests are probably going to the beach or in Alaska if they're cruising, and that's why our seasonal theme campaigns are centered around that.
Right, and then number two, leveraging social media with live events and polls and quizzes. Do you see a lot of your agents do that? They're putting on social media, hey, do you want to do this? Have polls, have quizzes?
A lot of them.
Okay.
And you guys can probably see now too with a lot of things. For example, right, like I know I've, as you can see, I eat a lot of food and I follow a lot of foodie channels. And then they will, people will say, okay, here's my top 10 restaurants in Los Angeles.
Right.
What are you, what's your favorite? Post in the comment below,
Great.
right? So you can, maybe when you're at the beach, right, and you post about the beach and say, oh, the Manhattan beach is one of my favorite spots in Los Angeles. What are your favorite beaches? Like where do, if you want to go, is there a beach in the world you would want to go? And have people interact with them.
Love it. And then last but not least, in this segment, go to community events, introduce yourself. We have in our local area, we have a farmer's market. Mm-hmm. And so we see a lot of local community members rent booths at farmers markets. What else do you recommend for community events?
So, I love, so for example, the Rotary clubs.
Oh, yeah.
For business, for business meeting. I would also invite yourself, if you have dentist friends, lawyer friends, doctors, I would highly recommend yourself to kind of befriend them and ask to participate in their community events, because a lot of them would have to do re-education every year, recertification, right?
Recertification.
And you can kind of get in on that and say, hey, look, let me talk to the main person that's organizing your recertification, and let me plan a cruise or a resort, right? And you can book 50 rooms and get a convention center, and that's business for you. And that's expanding, and then you're offering additional options for them instead of going to the local hotel or something like that.
Fantastic. All right, in this segment, using tools to boost visibility. Number one, how can travel agents effectively use the NCL image library?
That's a great question, because I think a lot of times we're so reliant. Like for me, I will Google pictures. Mm-hmm. Just let's say if I'm doing a PowerPoint presentation for Venice, I will Google pictures of Venice, and a lot of times there's like watermarks. It's not clear.
Yep.
And then there might be copyright issues, like if I get caught. But if you use the images in the NCL image library, they're all complimentary. We've dealt with the copyright issues. They are high quality. There's actually 3 different types of files you can download. So you can put them in your thumbnail. You can put it in your social media page. You can put it in your email. So it's very easy. And again, it's free. So you should definitely take advantage of it. And you can type in keywords, and we'll have images for basically everything.
Number 2 in this segment, can you explain how NCL Sales Pal can be leveraged?
Yes. So on our agent portal, we have a daily updated Excel spreadsheet with all of our available sailings. So imagine thousands of, if you're a number person, you will have a Excel spreadsheet of all the available sailings with lead-in rates for each category.
Okay.
Right? Because I know I know a lot of times, I'll hear about how there's clients that will call you and say, well, Reggie, I want to go, I don't care where I go, I want to be on a cruise, I want the cheapest cruise possible.
Yeah.
Right? And now you're like, wait, so how am I going to search for the cheapest cruise possible? But if you're in an Excel spreadsheet, you can sort, and that you can sort by the lowest number to the largest, and you'll find that cheapest cruise right there.
There you go. Well, thank you on that one. That's great on using tools to boost visibility. Here's a couple key tips, marketing tips for you guys. Whoa, we're going other places on our slide here.
Very fast.
Very fast. Okay, I guess we're moving on. All right, so
I talk too much. That's why.
Sorry,
It's too much. Sorry, you can do the question for travel agents. I just clicked too much. My fault.
It's all good. As you know, we are live here, Evolution family members, so please forgive us sometimes. This is take 2.
Yeah.
All right, questions for our travel agents. Do you use supplier marketing resources to market your business? Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down in the chat. So while you guys are doing that, here's some key marketing tips too for you. As you can read right here, post content regularly, share your own experiences. Storytelling is the best. I think we'll talk about that in the next segment. And then promote deals and close the sale. But last but not least, I'm learning this, my generation, we never had the hashtag. Anyways, use hashtag on social media, hashtag NCL, hashtag Alaska Travel, hashtag Go-Kart at Sea. These are all great key hashtag words for you guys to use with the NCL. Did we get a lot of thumbs up, Amanda, on that?
100%. Everyone's thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So I'm so glad. I think everyone's learning they have to use the supplier tool.
Absolutely.
I am so glad to hear that.
I'm so happy for them too. All right, so with that being said, here we are talking about now selling the experience, not just the product, the storytelling, the compelling story selling here. Thomas, tell us, what unique features does this NCL have on board?
I think let me talk about the cabins first, because there's something, and I kind of touch on it every single time, but I know because Evolution is so big. Norwegian, we're known to have the freestyle cruising experience. So what that is it's resort casual. We're not forcing people to wear suits and dress gowns. And also we have different room categories that usually most cruise lines don't have. So we have the studio rooms for single travelers. They just pay solo rates. They don't have to pay for single supplements.
Yep.
We have the Haven, which is our high-end suites with butler services. They're in their own complexes. So they have that ship within the ship. They have their own ship in the ship experience. But then when they're ready, they can come down and enjoy the amenity that's only found on a large ship. So that's something to differentiate Norwegian from other lines in a short 1-minute speech.
Perfect, love it. And number 2 of this segment, what are NCL's top selling destinations for 2025, and how can agents best promote Alaska sailings to clients looking for unique, adventurous-filled cruise experiences?
So there's a reason. I've been sending a lot of emails to you guys about Alaska and Europe, right? And I was talking about the travel agent discount for another 50% off. And we're pushing it not because it's a bad product and we have empty space. Is that we for the past couple of years we've been selling so much Alaska and Europe. We've been adding new ships, and just very fast, last minute too. Like we will cancel like a Caribbean itinerary and add ships to Europe. So and Alaska. So I would say the top selling destination is Alaska and Europe.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So key tips for you travel agents, travel advisors. Number 1, paint a picture of the client's dream vacation. That's one thing. It's sometimes showing a picture is great, but actually showing the picture with the story behind it, painting a dream vacation is even better. Number 2, share destination highlights and unique selling points. And then number 3, probably the most important thing, videos. Show glimpses into experiences. Agree? Disagree?
I agree.
Okay, good. Wonderful. Oh, look at that. It's even bigger right there. We're in the shot now. Share unforgettable moments. Let's watch this video exclusively from Norwegian Cruise Lines. In 3, 2, 1, go. Great video. Awesome video. Actually, the audience didn't hear what you were saying. So you want to go back and say what about the video?
Well, it's great minds think alike, because right now, the next slide shows people don't buy trips, they buy experiences and memories. So Reggie and I, we were talking about how in the videos you post, you really should include, or pictures, you should include someone doing an activity, right? I'm sure the nature scene of Mount Denali is great. I'm sure when you're in Europe, you take a great picture of St. Peter Square. That's great. But if you actually have people doing stuff, right? Like it adds additional layer to what to show your clients on what they could be doing. Right?
Yeah, it gives you more credibility. So what NCL did fantastic on that video was showing the go-karts, the kids doing the go-karts. So it's not just showing, hey, we have it. It's actually showing the kids in it. And I was telling Thomas that looks so much fun.
Exactly.
And actually that movement and everything. So just important. Don't just show a picture of the go-kart. Show it actually being used.
Exactly.
So that's where he was going with that. Let's talk about the Alaska. What unique activities does NCL offer on board during Alaska sailings to enhance the guest experience?
So for Alaska, we have. Tomorrow we're going to talk a lot about Alaska, right? Because I know every time I come here, we talk about ships, we talk about destinations, but we actually have an experience, a native Alaskan talking about what your clients could be doing. And so you can learn more about how to pitch Alaska. It's very important for you. You should join us tomorrow or even watch the videos after, because we're not only just talking about cruise. You're going to learn so much about the land also, and that will really increase, that could help with your sales.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll talk about tomorrow's times in a minute. But right now, we need you to start marketing today. Let's talk about the $1,000 off deal. Do I get $1,000 off? Also, give us a teaser about tomorrow's training. And tomorrow's training is Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Are you going to be in-house?
No. So.
He's going to be on Zoom.
I'm going to be on Zoom. Just because the main person, the Alaskan Carlin, is actually joining via Zoom. So,
fantastic, great. Let's talk about this $1,000 off deal, because let's start marketing now, and this is a great marketing tool.
So this is ending today, and it's one of those deals where when clients see something like $1 percentage off, or a percentage off, they get enticed, like they want to book now, right? And I think the great way for you to position it is always, hey, look, Norwegian has this $1,000 deal off. You're gonna save a lot of money. Let's put down a refundable deposit and lock in that rate. I know, not a lot of times when you're quoting something to the clients, you're always talking about a full price. But if you know your clients well enough, you could, not just with Norwegian, but with a lot of travel product, put down that refundable deposit and let the clients know and say, hey, look, why don't we do a payment plan, and we can get you to that vacation. So definitely utilize that. With $1,000 off, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of interest.
And lock that in today, because that does expire. This one promotion expires today. But most importantly, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time. You're going to learn more about it. And hopefully Norwegian might have another sale coming up that they can talk about. I don't know the teaser. But it's all about Alaska tomorrow. But this $1,000 deal, like you said, lock it in today. Talk to your clients. Get it out there. Let them know. There is some information. It says Wednesday, July 9th that we have here. It's down the bottom of your left screen. At 10:30, we do have some trainings with Astrid for Mexico agents. Let's see, 1 p.m. I can't see that far. There's obviously your training.
Yeah, Alaska training.
And then we have a 3 o'clock training. So stay tuned for all those. But most importantly, this is all about NCL. So let's get started. Let's go. Register for NCL today. Follow instructions in the back office. Go to the Travel Cafe. Click Suppliers. Click NCL. And then click Supplier Request Form. Join the latest trainings and use all the marketing tools you have. Post content and go to community events to promote your business and keep booking and having a good time. So let's start marketing now, and we want to take some questions from you, the travel advisor. So, man, do we have any questions there?
Yeah, we do have some questions.
Awesome.
This is a good question. Someone said, why should I book NCL for Alaska versus some companies that have been there longer?
Well, so this is actually one of those things you need to pay attention to. If you Google this, Norwegian is actually the first cruise line to go out of Seattle to Alaska. There are other cruise line that started, I think, Vancouver to Alaska, but Norwegian is the first one going to Seattle, from Seattle to Alaska. So, but we don't talk more about it that often because I know there are other lines out there. They have their own, their own resorts. They have their own land in Alaska. Alaska hasn't been a huge focus for Norwegian. Before we were more focused on Europe, Caribbean, and Hawaii. But ever since we had the Breakaway Plus ship, so for those of you who follow Norwegian, we have the Bliss, the Encore, and the Joy. We have a 20,000 square footage floor-to-ceiling observation lounge where the clients can enjoy the best of Alaska without being, with actual views, right? Because if you go to a lot of other ships, their lounges are not as big. So that's one standout for Alaska. And if you've been to Alaska before, even in the summer, it could get really, really cold, especially for those of us here in SoCal. Like it's cold.
Oh, good to know. There you go. Next question, Amanda.
Perfect. The next question is, when do the 2027 sailings become available?
Great question. End of this month, I believe it was 23rd or the 25th. I will send an email when it's coming out that week, but it is the end of this month. We'll have the rest of 2027 come out.
All right. Another question.
And yes, and the next question is, I've noticed that NCL image library has changed some over time. Is it possible to have more images of the ships fleet-wide?
Yes, that's so we do improve it. We do add to it. So we did recently undergo a lot of refurbishment for a lot of our ships. So some of the older images are removed, and we haven't add the new image yet, but we will add them. That's a great question.
Perfect. Next question is, on a similar note, I'm looking for B-roll videos or videos of the ships. Where can I find those?
So in the image library, there's actually the B-roll videos so there's on the left-hand side, if you go through the filter, there is a video section where you can get the latest videos of the B-rolls for the ships.
All right.
That's a great question.
Very good question.
Next question is, how do I find the TA rates on NCL?
Okay, so
good question.
I should have mentioned it earlier when I was talking about TA rates. So as soon as you register through Archer Travel and get access to the travel agent portal, you will get the travel agent rate. You just have to link your travel agent email with your consumer email, right? Because a lot of you have a professional email, but then when you cruise, you probably use your own personal email. We need to know those are connected. So when you go into the travel agent portal, the first tile, it says NCLU, so that's Norwegian Cruise Line University. That's our educational module. If you click into it, there's a drop down that will tell you more about the travel agent rates, how to get them. You start at 15%, you go up to 30%, and that's the same discount I get as a staff.
Okay.
So that's a great discount. And once everything's linked, you just book directly on ncl.com. You just log into your profile. You'll see a travel agent rate on your bookings. And if you want to see the difference, just have one page logged out and one page logged in, and you'll see the price difference.
Awesome. Two more questions, Amanda.
Okay, perfect. Next question is, did you say the travel agent rate for Alaska and Europe was 20% off or 50% off?
So it's another 50% off on what we have currently. So I just mentioned that travel agent rate goes as high as 30%, right? So for Alaska and Europe for this year, 2025, the sailings, instead of being 30% off at the max, everyone gets 50% off with your travel agent. So it's a great time if you've never been to Alaska. It's on your bucket list. This is a great time to go to Alaska.
Awesome.
Perfect. Next one is a comment and then question. I'm a repeat cruiser on a lot of cruise lines. I've never cruised on NCL. I'm a first-time cruiser for NCL. What itinerary do you think I should go on as a travel agent?
Great question.
I think this is a great question. I would personally, I love Europe, and I love the way we do our international destinations, because you will see that for a lot of the Norwegian sailings, especially in Europe and Asia, we have no sea days. So it's a port day every single day, whether it's our 7-day cruise, 9-day cruise, 11-day cruise. So you get to see you wake up every day, you open your balcony, you're at a new port, right? So that's something I love. I would, if this is your first cruise and you love to see the world, I would definitely choose a Europe cruise or an Asia cruise.
All right. Well, thank you so much, agents. I appreciate it. Evolution family, have a wonderful, safe week. Hopefully everyone was safe on 4th of July. Hopefully everyone was behaving. But anyways, Thomas, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Don't forget, stay tuned. 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Thomas Chang and has a guest. Carlin. And you're going to learn all about Alaska and more about NCL. Be safe, keep booking travel, and be well. Thank you again.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.